Previous video we looked at how to use if statements and what they could be used for in terms of making decisions, and this is another example of how we can use an if statement to make a decision. We've got to write a program that asks the user for the wind speed in miles per hour, converts it to the text then accordingly. So in other words, I'm going to ask for an input, and then we're going to output one of these options here. And there's a number of ways we can do this, but I want to show you something that we can do now with if statements. So let's have a look. If we use our editor here, I'm just going to move this over ever so slightly so I've got it on both options there so I can see the inputs and outputs needed. So we're going to use a variable called wind speed. So I've put wind speed equals int input what's the wind speed. I'm just going to move that over a little bit so we've got it all in one line. So we've got our first part of the program now. We've got a variable called wind speed. We're asking what the wind speed is, which is an input, which is going to be turned into an integer. So we need to say if wind speed is less than 1, then print calm. Okay. Now if we play this just to see what happens. What's the wind speed? 0. Lovely, calm. If we play it again and we say what's the wind speed? It's 10. Great, it's come up with nothing because we haven't got an else statement there. So we can see this program now is starting to work. Now what happens when we've got this here, this almost like a double condition? Well, there's a few ways that we can tackle this. So if we do elif, if wind speed is, we could say the largest one here. So if I do less than 12, print gentle breeze. So what happens here now? Well, if we go play, what's the wind speed? If we do 0, it's obviously met that first condition. So it's quite happy with it, and then it's ended the program. So what happens if we do 1? Again, it's fine, it likes that, and it's hit that condition there, so it works quite well. Now what we can do is we can say this: if wind speed is greater than or equal to 1 and wind speed is less than 12, so we can write it like this. Now the difference of writing it like this as opposed to this is you're looking for a specific condition, right? So you're looking specifically for obviously these two things, whereas obviously with this one we're only looking for 1. Now I'm going to carry on writing this program using just the single condition. I'll show you why later. So if we do elif, wind speed is, we're going to say less than 30, print strong breeze. And you can see what I'm doing now. I'm just going to be continuing on with this and going through and doing as much as I can as quickly as I can. Now that we've got all of our conditions in place, let's test some of these out. So what's the wind speed? Now then, if we put 1 in as an example, we can see 1 is a gentle breeze. Is that correct? Well, yes, anything greater than or equal to 1 and less than 12 is going to be classified as a gentle breeze. What happens if we had a answer of 12 in? Well, 12 would be considered a strong breeze. Is that correct? Well, yes, look. If it's greater than or equal to 12, then it's going to be classed as a strong breeze. What happens if we have something that's 50? So, obviously now that's classed as a storm, because we've got a option here of 46 and 63, which it's hitting that option there, which says then it's going to be a storm. So this is obviously one option that you can use to do this. Now you can see it's working quite well because it's going through the smallest ones first and then obviously working up until it gets right to the end there. Now what happens if it's going to be greater than 74? Well, let's put 100 in just to see what happens. Well, it's gone through all of these, none of these match to that, and obviously then it's gone to the last statement there, the catch-all statement. So we've basically made this little program into this here. Now I'm going to go through one more example with you, which is going to be this here. And this is where we need to be a little bit careful. So we've got Dave has asked you to make a program which will allow a pupil to enter a score. The score is shown to the pupil along with a grade. So what we need to basically do is have these are the conditions, and this is basically an output example. So hello, please enter your test score, whatever the test score is. Well done, you've scored whatever the mark is. This is an A star. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, let's go back to our program. We're gonna just clear everything here, and we're going to start this again now, right? So let's have a look. We can also click on new repel there as well if we wanted to. So the first thing we need to do is we need to say score equals int input, please enter your score. Something nice and simple. So again, we're asking for the name there, please enter your score, which is an input, which is going to be turned into an integer, a whole number. So as we go here, we need now to put these scales in. So if we do this, print. Watch what happens if I start with the lowest option though. So if I say less than or equal to 50, oh, watch what happens now if I do the lowest first in this one. Alright, so if score is less than or equal to 50, print your Now then, just to show you and explain what I'm doing, I'm saying if the score is less than or equal to 50, then we're going to print your score is, and what I've done, I've used commas. You can use pluses if you want, but I use commas because it also puts a space in for me. I'm using the score variable here, so I'm pulling it in, and I'm basically then saying the output, this is a fail. So let's do the next one. Elif score is greater than 50, print your score is score. This is a D. Elif score is greater than 60. Now I'm just going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to copy this code in. You should never really do this because you can make mistakes, but obviously with this, as I've just made a mistake there, I'm going from a D to a C. As I'm going through this, I'm just trying to save you a little bit of time just to show you what's going to happen now with this. Elif score is greater than 70, then B. Okay, so what I'm going to do before we go any further, I'm going to run this code to see what happens. So please enter your score. So we're going to enter a score here. So let's say, for example, we're going to enter a score of 50. Watch this. Okay, lovely. So it says if the score is less than or equal to 50, the score is a fail. Great. So that works. So please enter your score. Let's try this again. So if we go 55. Scores a D. Okay. So let's try it again. Please enter your score. Let's do 60. Let's do 63. Now then, there's a little bit of an issue. And the issue is this. It's hitting this first condition and going, this input here, 63. If the score is less than 50, it's not. So we're going to skip this and say, if the score is greater than 50 there, wow, it is. So it's basically then hitting this and then ending the program. So with this type of, if we're doing like a grade calculation, I always tell you to start on the biggest number first and then work down. Let's just have a look though, right? As earlier, what happens then if we did this? If score is greater than 50 and score is less than or equal to 60. I wonder what would happen then. Would it hit this condition again, or would it skip this and go on? Let's try it. So please enter a score. Let's put 63 in. Now then, what it's done is it's looked at this double condition. So you can do it like this. The only difference is you need to put these double conditions in. So if we did, and score is less than or equal to 70, please enter a score. Let's do 65. Great, because 65 is between these. So you can do it this way, no problem, but it'll just mean you'll have to think about the way you put your code in, and you'll need to think then about how you lay your code out. Score is greater than 80 and score is less than or equal to 90. Now we could do an else statement here. So we could just say else is going to be an A star. Okay, so in fact, let's do it properly. We'll move that by there, we'll put that by there. So let's have a look at this now. Let's try a few conditions. So what happens if we had 99? Great, scores an A star. What happens if we had 2? It's a fail. What happens if we had 79? That's a B. So this is how you would extend your if statement, and we can also have them then having a look at more than one condition or between a condition per statement. Okay, this is a little bit more complex than a standard if statement, but obviously if you plan your program ahead, you can get away without using something as complex as this. I'm going to leave 1 or 2 tasks for you to look at on Moodle. There's going to be nothing too difficult for you. Give them a go and then submit them to the assignment drops, please.